Wimbledon looms. The grass courts are being trimmed. The draw is nearly set. Legends prepare. Hopefuls dream. Fans sharpen their focus on center court. But for one nation, a headline now casts a shadow before the first ball is even struck. France's top-ranked tennis star, Arthur Fils, is out. Not just out of form. Not just lacking rhythm. Out of Wimbledon. And the timing couldn't be worse. As the world counts down to June 30th, when Wimbledon will raise its curtain once again, names like Carlos Alcaraz, Jannik Sinner, and Novak Djokovic dominate predictions and previews. The defending champion, the rising #1, the eternal warrior, they'll all be there. The world's eyes are locked on them. But for France, their hopes in the men's singles draw now lie elsewhere. Because Arthur Fils, the man they've nurtured, hyped, and hailed as the future of French tennis, has withdrawn from the tournament, citing injury. But here's the twist. Not everyone believes him. In a moment of raw candor and controversy, a rival player has suggested publicly that Fils might not even be injured at all. And suddenly, what should have been a quiet medical bulletin has ignited whispers across locker rooms, tweets across timelines, and doubt among even Fils' most loyal fans. Injuries in tennis are not rare. Especially on grass. The surface is unpredictable, demanding, and unforgiving. It rewards power, punishes poor footwork, and exposes the smallest lapse in balance. So when a player pulls out before Wimbledon, the assumption is usually trust. But not this time. Because Fils' withdrawal isn't just about absence. It's about suspicion. The rival didn't hold back. Didn't use vague language. He questioned the validity of the injury. The timing. The optics. And by doing so, he added fuel to an already sensitive situation. And the timing, it must be said, does raise eyebrows. Fils had been inconsistent in recent weeks. His results were lackluster on clay. He didn't impress during the early grass season. And his ranking, while still high in France, had plateaued. Some began whispering that perhaps the pressure was mounting. That the spotlight, especially in the wake of Gasquet's decline and Monfils' fading influence, was becoming too intense for the young star. Now, without setting foot in SW19, Fils has become a headline. Not for what he's done, but for what he hasn't. Wimbledon is often the proving ground. The stage where the elite show up and the bold break through. Fils' absence denies him that opportunity. Denies his fans the chance to believe again. And for France, still searching for their next male Grand Slam finalist, it's a cruel blow. The official statement from Fils' camp cited a lower body injury. No surgery required. Recovery ongoing. Precautionary withdrawal, the language read. But words don't always quiet doubt. Especially not when a peer suggests something more deliberate. More strategic. Could it be burnout? Fear of early round embarrassment? Internal pressure from sponsors or coaches to reset? Or is it, as the statement insists, just an unfortunate, untimely injury? Whatever the truth, the damage is done. Speculation is the narrative now. France's media is already buzzing. Some defend Fils', highlighting his youth, his workload, his potential. Others are harsher, demanding transparency, accountability, and above all, presence on the biggest stage. Because Wimbledon doesn't wait. It doesn't mourn the absent. It marches on. Fils now watches from the sidelines. At just 20 years old, he's already facing one of sport's most difficult battles, not physical, but psychological. A battle for trust, for perception, for the belief that when he says, injured, the world won't say, doubt it. Meanwhile, France recalibrates. Hopes shift to Hugo Humbert, to Gaël Monfils, if his body holds up. To the younger ranks like Luca van Osch, if he gets a spot. But none of them carry the same weight of future promise that Fils does. Or did. Tennis is a brutal sport for the mind. One moment, you're the next big thing. The next, you're the story of what could have been. Arthur Fils still has time. But he just lost another moment. Another arena. Another opportunity to show the world, and himself, that he belongs on the game's grandest stage. The grass at Wimbledon is patient for No.1. It won't miss him, but his absence will echo louder than many first-round exits. In the coming days, the focus will shift to Alcaraz's title defense, Sinner's #1 status, and Djokovic's lingering injury questions. But quietly, behind the main draws and center court drama, there will be one question that lingers in the Parisian tennis halls. What really happened with Arthur Fils? And only time will tell if this is just a missed opportunity, or the start of a narrative no athlete wants. The story of fading before fully arriving.